You feel it, don't you? That relentless itch, that restless hunger gnawing away at you. It's the craving to be more intelligent, more powerful, more unstoppable. You're sick of feeling average, sick of being surrounded by people who accept mediocrity and call it normal. You look around and see them, sleepwalkers, drifting through life on autopilot, their minds dulled by routine and comfort. They repeat the same shallow thoughts, convinced that intelligence is something you're born with, something they can never change, and they're content with that. But you're different. You see through the lie. You know intelligence isn't fixed. It's something you can forge, something you can sharpen until it's a weapon no one can match. But there's a price to be paid for that power. A brutal, merciless price. What I'm about to teach you isn't gentle. It isn't comforting. It's a method so extreme that most people would crumble under the pressure. It's not about feel-good affirmations or pretending to be smart. It's about tearing down the weak, lazy parts of your mind and rebuilding yourself into something that leaves everyone else in the dust. Make no mistake. This process will be painful. It will rip away your comforts and force you to confront every weakness you've ever ignored. You will be pushed to your limits and then beyond them. And most people, they would break. But you're not most people. You're here because you crave something they'll never have. True, ruthless power. The power to outthink, outmaneuver, and outclass anyone who crosses your path. The power to see through every lie, solve every problem, and dominate every challenge. What I'm offering will make you smarter than anyone you know, but it will cost you everything. The weak parts of yourself must be destroyed. Every flaw, every insecurity, every ounce of laziness, it all must burn. But if you're willing to pay that price, if you're willing to endure the pain and come out stronger, then you will be unstoppable. Your mind will become a weapon no one else can match. So this is your only warning. This is your only chance. And if you're willing to take it, then prepare yourself, because you're about to become something far more powerful than you ever imagined. Chapter 1. Cognitive Sabotage. Destroying your weaknesses. Let's get one thing straight. You will never reach true mental power if you don't first destroy your weaknesses. Your mind is a tool, but right now it's filled with flaws, bad habits, and mental blocks holding you back. Before you can rebuild yourself into something stronger, you have to tear down everything that's weak. Most people are afraid to face their flaws. They avoid their weaknesses like a plague, pretending they don't exist. But you're not like them. You're here because you're ready to do what others won't. The first step is simple but brutal. Find your weak points. You can't improve what you refuse to see. So be ruthless. Write down every mental weakness you have, every flaw, every bad habit. Are you easily distracted? Write it down. Do you give up when things get tough? Write it down. Are you afraid of failure? Write it down. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about facing the truth. You can't fix a weakness you refuse to admit exists. So, dig deep. Be honest. Brutally honest. Once you've listed your weaknesses, it's time for the next step. Attack them head on. Don't try to avoid them. Don't try to hide from them. Instead, confront them directly. If you're lazy, force yourself to do hard work every single day. If you lack focus, push yourself to concentrate longer than you think you can. If you fear failure, force yourself to fail again and again until the fear is gone. Weaknesses are like chains wrapped around your mind. They're only strong if you let them be. The more you attack them, the weaker they become. The key is to hit them so hard and so often that they shatter. But remember, breaking your weaknesses is only the beginning. Because once you've destroyed them, you need to rebuild yourself into something stronger. Here's how you do it. Replace every weakness with strength. For every weakness you destroy, replace it with a powerful habit. Replace laziness with relentless discipline. Replace fear with courage. Replace distraction with focus. It's a process of rebuilding your mind piece by piece, making it stronger with every step. This is where most people fail. They might identify their weaknesses, but they're too scared or too lazy to truly destroy them. But you're different. You're willing to do the work. You're willing to go through the pain. Remember, the process is brutal. It's meant to be. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But they don't, because most people are weak, and that's why you will surpass them. Now that you've torn down the weaknesses holding you back, it's time to build something far more powerful in its place. And that begins with the next step, neural overload. Flooding your mind with more knowledge and pressure than it's ever faced before. Chapter 2, Neural Overload, flooding the mind with knowledge. You've torn down your weaknesses. You've shattered the mental chains holding you back. Now, it's time to push your mind further than it's ever been pushed before. This phase is called neural overload, and it's the key to transforming your brain into something far superior. Most people only use a fraction of their brain's potential. They settle for comfort, ease, and routine. Their minds are like dull blades, never sharpened, never tested. But you are about to change that. What is neural overload? It's a process of bombarding your brain with massive amounts of information, forcing it to operate at a level so intense, so demanding, that it has no choice but to adapt or break. And believe me, if you do this right, your brain will adapt. It will grow stronger, faster, sharper. But understand this, it will be painful. It will feel like your mind is tearing itself apart. Most people run from this feeling, but you will embrace it, because pain is a sign of growth. Step 1. Absorb relentlessly. You must consume knowledge at a pace that feels unnatural, even insane. Books, articles, videos, podcasts, everything that sharpens your mind. Dive into complex topics, even those that seem beyond your current understanding. Especially those that seem beyond your current understanding. Read for hours. Push yourself to absorb more than you think you can handle. If your brain feels overloaded, good. That's the point. That's where growth begins. Step 2. Learn under pressure. Knowledge gained in comfort is weak and fragile. You must learn under pressure, where mistakes have consequences and stakes are high. Challenge yourself with impossible problems. Debate with people smarter than you. Test yourself against others who have already reached the level you crave. Mental overload doesn't come from slow, casual learning. It comes from diving headfirst into chaos. The more pressure you apply to your mind, the stronger it becomes. Step 3. Embrace the pain. Your brain will fight you. It will scream for rest, for comfort, for mercy. Ignore it. Pain is your ally. It's the signal that you are forcing your brain to grow, to change, to evolve. The trick is to keep pushing, to keep feeding your mind with more knowledge, more problems, more challenges. Do not give it a chance to relax, because true growth only happens when you step beyond your limits. Step 4. Reflection. Through the chaos. At the end of each day, reflect on what you've learned. Sift through the chaos and find the patterns. Your brain will be overwhelmed, but this reflection helps it sort through the overload and piece everything together. Most people never reach this point. They give up long before their brains have a chance to transform. But you will endure. You will thrive in the chaos. And through that chaos, you will build something extraordinary. Neural overload will push your brain to the edge. But it's necessary. Because from that edge, you will reach heights others can only dream of. And once your mind has absorbed all it can, once you've flooded it with so much knowledge and pressure that it's on the verge of breaking, you will reach the next stage, Neuro-Reconstruction. The process of rebuilding your mind into something stronger, something superior. Before proceeding forward, understand this. The new ebook and audiobook, The Whisper's Secret, Ruthless Intelligence and Manipulation, is now live on my store. It's darker, more dangerous, and more intelligent than anything I've ever released before. This is pure, ruthless intelligence, stripped of all mercy. This isn't some watered-down guide. It's controversial, brutal, and too powerful for YouTube. It's the knowledge they fear, the techniques they keep buried from you, the secrets that transform ordinary minds into weapons of devastating precision. What's inside? Ruthless intelligence techniques, manipulation mastery, cognitive transcendence, and brain hacks so extreme they'll leave you questioning everything you know. The truth is raw, merciless, and unforgiving. Either you evolve or you get left behind. The Whisper's secret awaits. Available now on my store. I've dropped the link in the comments and description. Check out the ebook and find out more about the power they don't want you to have. Are you ready to unlock the darkness? Chapter 3. Neuro-Reconstruction. Rebuilding a superior mind. You've torn down your weaknesses. You've flooded your mind with knowledge, forcing it to operate beyond its limits. Now it's time for the most critical step. Reconstruction. Most people stop here. They break down their weaknesses, they fill their minds with new information, but they never take the time to rebuild. They're left with a chaotic mess, knowledge without structure, strength without direction. But you will go further. You will take everything you've learned and forge it into something far more powerful. This is the stage where true intelligence is born, where you rebuild your mind into a weapon sharper than ever before. Step 1. Organize the chaos. After all the knowledge you've absorbed, your mind is overloaded. Concepts, facts, techniques, scattered everywhere. The first step is to organize this chaos. Start by breaking down everything you've learned into categories. Write them down if you have to. Separate ideas by topic, by purpose, by value. Your goal is to create a clear mental map of everything you've absorbed. But don't just categorize. Simplify. Strip away the useless information and keep only what's essential. The most powerful minds aren't cluttered with pointless facts. They are streamlined, efficient, focused. Step 2. Build new mental models. Now that you've sorted the chaos, it's time to rebuild. Your goal is to create new mental models, systems of thought that allow you to process and understand information faster and more accurately. A mental model is like a blueprint. It's a way of understanding the world and solving problems that others struggle with. The stronger your mental models, the more powerful your mind becomes. To build these models, you must combine knowledge from different areas. Connect ideas that seem unrelated. Force your brain to create new pathways. When you find a pattern, lock it in. Test it. Refine it. Make it stronger. Step 3. Sharpen your thought process. Your mind is now filled with new knowledge and new mental models. But knowledge alone is nothing without the skill to use it. You must sharpen your thinking process until it's a weapon, precise, efficient, and merciless. Start by questioning everything. Never accept information at face value. Break it down, analyze it, and rebuild it to fit your new understanding. This constant questioning will force your mind to refine its thinking, sharpening it like a blade. Next, practice solving complex problems. Force yourself to think faster, to make decisions quicker, and to act with absolute confidence. This mental training will sharpen your mind until it becomes second nature. Step 4. Adapt and evolve. Your mind is not a fixed object. It is alive, capable of growing and changing as you push it further, but only if you allow it to adapt. Every time you learn something new, fit it into your existing mental models. If it doesn't fit, rebuild the model until it does. Never be satisfied with your current level of understanding. Always be ready to adapt, to evolve, to become something greater. Step 5. Repetition and mastery. Rebuilding your mind isn't something you do once. It's a process, a relentless, never-ending cycle of growth. You must repeat these steps over and over, each time reaching a higher level of understanding and power. Most people stop learning the moment it becomes uncomfortable. But you will embrace the discomfort. You will use it as fuel to keep moving forward. This stage of neuro-reconstruction is where you take everything you've gained and forge it into something indestructible. But you're not done yet, because knowledge without action is worthless. Now it's time to test your new mind. to prove your superiority, to show the world just how powerful you've become. And that leads us to the next chapter: mental domination, proving your intellectual superiority. Chapter 4: Mental domination, proving your intellectual superiority. You've broken down your weaknesses. You've overloaded your brain with knowledge. You've rebuilt your mind into something sharper, something stronger. But power without proof is nothing but an illusion. Now it's time to prove your superiority, to test your mind against the world and show everyone what you are truly capable of. This is the stage where you take everything you've built and use it to dominate any mental challenge that comes your way. Most people avoid confrontation. They shy away from conflict, afraid of being outmatched, afraid of failure. But you will seek it out, because every challenge is an opportunity to prove your power. Step 1: seek out intellectual battles. If you want to prove your strength, you must be willing to test it against others. Engage in debates, compete in high-pressure situations, take on problems others consider impossible. The key is to put yourself in situations where your mind is truly tested, where losing is a real possibility, where only the strongest minds survive. It's only in these moments of pure conflict that you will see the true extent of your power. But don't just seek easy victories. Challenge those who are smarter, faster, and stronger than you. The weak seek comfort. The powerful seek the hardest battles, because it's through those battles that you grow. Step 2: destroy doubt through action. Doubt is the enemy of power. Even the strongest mind can be crippled by hesitation, by fear. The only way to destroy doubt is through action. Ruthless, decisive action. When you face a challenge, attack it with everything you have. Don't hesitate. Don't question. Act with absolute confidence. Because once you commit fully, doubt has no place to hide. Your mind has been trained, rebuilt, strengthened, but now you must use it. Test yourself against others. Prove your superiority. Make them see just how powerful you've become. Step 3: learn from every conflict. Every battle, every debate, every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, but only if you learn from it. When you win, break down why you succeeded. What worked? What didn't? How can you improve? When you lose, analyze it even harder. Break down every mistake, every flaw, then fix them. The goal is not just to win, but to keep evolving, to refine your mind until it becomes something unstoppable. Most people are content to stop when they reach a certain level of intelligence. But you will keep going, because there is always more to achieve. Step 4: assert your superiority without fear. Once you've tested your mind against others, you will realize something powerful. Most people are weak. They hide behind their comfort zones, never pushing themselves, never growing. You are not like them. You have rebuilt your mind from the ground up, and now you will prove it. Assert your superiority with confidence. Not arrogance, confidence. Because your strength is real. Your power is earned. You are no longer bound by the limitations that hold others back. Your mind is sharper, stronger, faster, and anyone who tries to stand against you will be crushed under the weight of your intellect. But remember, the battle is never over. There will always be new challenges, new conflicts, new enemies to defeat. And you must be ready for all of them. Because the path to mental supremacy is endless, and only those willing to keep moving forward will ever reach the top. Now that you've proven your strength, it's time to discuss the price. Because power always comes with a cost, and only those willing to pay that price will truly rise above the rest. Chapter 5: The Price of Power, Embracing the Sacrifice. By now, you understand that true power doesn't come without a cost. You've torn down your weaknesses, flooded your mind with knowledge, rebuilt your mental framework, and proven your superiority against others. But with every step forward, there's a price to pay. Most people never reach this level because they aren't willing to sacrifice. They want strength, but they also want comfort. They want to be exceptional, but they refuse to give up the things holding them back. You are different. You are ready to pay the price because you understand that greatness demands sacrifice. And that's exactly what you're here to do. The cost of mental supremacy. What you've been building isn't just intelligence. It's dominance. It's a level of mental power so sharp, so relentless, that it sets you apart from everyone around you. But that separation comes with consequences. The deeper you go into this journey, the more isolated you become. Friends, family, acquaintances, they will not understand. They will see your drive as obsession, your hunger for power as madness, and many of them will turn their backs on you. Good. Their doubt is proof of their weakness. They cling to comfort because they are too afraid to push themselves, too afraid to embrace the pain, the struggle, the sacrifice required to become something more. Sacrifice number 1. Comfort. Comfort is the enemy of growth. The moment you allow yourself to become comfortable, you stop evolving. True intelligence requires constant challenge, constant struggle. You must be willing to give up the comforts others cling to, late-night distractions, mindless entertainment, anything that dulls your edge or slows your progress. It all must be destroyed. Sacrifice number 2. Relationships. Those who refuse to understand your journey will become obstacles. Their doubt, their fear, their weakness will only drag you down. Cut them loose. Surround yourself only with those who push you to be better, those who challenge your mind instead of trying to hold it back. Loneliness is a small price to pay for mental superiority. Sacrifice number 3. Sanity. To push your mind to its limits, to constantly strive for more, there will be moments where your sanity feels stretched thin, where the pressure, the pain, the endless pursuit of power feels overwhelming. You must be willing to walk the edge of madness, to push yourself so far that others can't even comprehend what you're doing, because that's where true power lies, beyond the boundaries of normalcy. Sacrifice number 4, contentment. You will never be satisfied. No matter how strong your mind becomes, you will always crave more. And that hunger, that constant drive, is both your greatest strength and your greatest curse. Contentment is death. It's the end of growth. You must reject it completely. Always seek to sharpen your mind, to push your limits, to achieve what others can't even dream of. But remember this: everything you've sacrificed, everything you've given up, has been for one purpose: to build a mind that is unstoppable, to reach a level of intelligence and power that leaves everyone else behind. This path is not for everyone. It is brutal, relentless, unforgiving. But you are not everyone. You are something more, and the sacrifices you make only prove your strength. Now it's time to take everything you've built, everything you've sacrificed, and turn it into something even greater. It's time for the Ascension, to become the unstoppable mind you were always meant to be. Chapter 6. The Ascension. Becoming the unstoppable mind. You've done what most can't. You've destroyed your weaknesses, forced your mind to grow through brutal overload, rebuilt it into something stronger, and proven your superiority against anyone who dared to challenge you. You've paid the price. You've sacrificed comfort, relationships, even your sanity. But all of that was necessary, because now you are ready for the final phase, the Ascension. This is where you transform everything you've built into a mind that is unstoppable, a mind that crushes obstacles, overcomes challenges, and sees solutions where others only see problems. This is where you reach a level of intelligence and power beyond anything you once thought possible. Step 1. Absolute control over your mind. True mastery begins with control. You must be the commander of your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own instincts. Nothing happens in your mind without your permission. Distractions, destroy them. Doubt, Crush it. Every thought, every impulse must be under your control. You decide what deserves your attention and what doesn't. This requires relentless discipline. But you've already proven you have that. Use meditation, focus training, and mental exercises to sharpen your control. Develop the ability to force your mind into deep concentration whenever you desire. This control is the foundation of your power. Step 2. Ruthless efficiency. An unstoppable mind doesn't waste energy. It doesn't get lost in pointless thoughts or meaningless tasks. It is efficient, streamlined, precise. Every action you take, every decision you make must serve your greater purpose. Cut away anything that doesn't. Ruthlessly eliminate anything that slows you down or weakens your progress. Learn to process information faster. Think in patterns, recognize what matters and what doesn't. This efficiency will give you an edge over everyone else. Step 3. Endless adaptation. The world is always changing. New challenges will always appear. But an unstoppable mind is never caught off guard. It adapts, evolves, grows. Never allow your mind to become stagnant. Never settle for what you know now. Instead, always seek new knowledge, new skills, new ways to push your limits. Constantly rebuild and refine your mental models. Every new piece of information is a tool. Use it, apply it, and if it doesn't fit into your current system, change the system. An unstoppable mind is never satisfied. It always hungers for more. Step 4. Relentless confidence. You have built yourself from the ground up. You have pushed through pain, sacrifice, and doubt. And now you must own that power with complete confidence. Relentless confidence is not arrogance. It is certainty. Certainty in your abilities, in your strength, in your superiority. Never let doubt creep back into your mind. You have earned your power. Embrace it. Confidence must be unwavering. In every decision, every action, every battle. You move with the knowledge that you are stronger, smarter, better. And anyone who doubts you will be proven wrong. Step 5. Domination. An unstoppable mind doesn't just survive, it dominates. It sees opportunities where others see obstacles. It crushes competition, rises above challenges, and bends the world to its will. Now that you have reached this level, your goal is simple. Expand your power. Apply your superior mind to every aspect of your life, whether it's your career, your relationships, your goals. Use your mental strength to conquer everything you desire. You are no longer like them. You are no longer bound by the same limits, the same weaknesses, the same fears. You have become something far more powerful. And now, it's time to use that power. But remember, the journey never truly ends. You must keep pushing forward, keep evolving, keep growing, because the moment you stop, you fall behind. This is your ascension. Your mind has been forged through pain, sacrifice, and ruthless dedication. And now, you are unstoppable. But the path continues, and if you are truly committed to greatness, you will keep walking it, forever. Now, it's time to bring everything together. The path forward. You have come a long way. You've endured pain, embraced discomfort, and built your mind into something stronger than you ever imagined. You've torn down weaknesses, rebuilt your thoughts with precision, tested your power against others, and emerged victorious. But this is not the end, it's only the beginning. You now possess the tools, the knowledge, and the discipline to achieve anything you desire. But true power is not a destination, it's a journey. A path you must keep walking, no matter how high you rise. Most people stop when they reach a certain level. They grow comfortable, content, and eventually they become weak. But you are not most people. You are something more. You understand that the mind is a weapon, and like any weapon, it must be sharpened constantly. Never allow yourself to grow complacent. Never allow your mind to grow dull. You must keep evolving, keep learning, keep adapting. The world will throw new challenges your way, new obstacles to overcome. But now, you are prepared. You are stronger, sharper, faster. And if you continue down this path, you will only grow more powerful. But remember this: power always comes with a price. The sacrifices you've made are not temporary. They are permanent. Comfort, friendship, even sanity. These are things the average person clings to. But not you. You have chosen a higher path. The weak will look at your journey and call you obsessed, arrogant, even insane. Let them. Their opinions are nothing but the cries of those too afraid to push themselves. What matters is your own progress, your own evolution, your own power. The journey to mental supremacy is endless. But that's what makes it so beautiful. Because every day, you have the chance to grow stronger, to rise higher, to become something greater than you were before. Now, the choice is yours. Will you continue to sharpen your mind, to push yourself beyond all limits? Or will you fall back into the comfort and weakness of the world around you? You've already proven your strength by coming this far. But the path forward will require even more. More dedication, more sacrifice, more pain. Are you ready to keep moving forward? To push yourself to the very limits of what your mind is capable of? If so, then keep going. Keep evolving. Keep rising. Because your journey is not over. It's only just begun.